So, day 12, probably late morning, I don't know, 10:30 maybe. What is it? 9:50, okay. We're making good time, and we're on our approach to the highest pass along the trail, Forester Pass, which is somewhere out there. I still can't quite figure it out, but probably that direction would be my guess. It looks like the easiest way around these 13,000 foot peaks all around us. But another fine morning, although it looks like there's some weather up there, and hopefully we can work around that. So, talk to y'all soon. Alright, it's about time for a morning break. We kind of just emerged above tree line. That's where we came from. That's where we're going. And Mather's in there somewhere. I'm sorry, Forester. But we're just surrounded by 13,000 foot peaks. We're going to take a quick break and then get on with it. Another one of those lovely moonscape that I really, really love. Got a couple marmot companions here, particularly fat one. We see you. Good job. We're about, I don't know what, 1,000 feet from the pass, and 1.75 miles and 2 miles. It's actually not that tough so far, he said. Hi, Stephen.
Hi.
Alright, anyway, so we're about 700 feet from Forester Pass. It's actually been pretty straightforward and, dare I say, easy so far. We're at about 12,300 feet. So like Stephen said, just over 700. Down there's the Bubbs Creek Valley we came up, and that whole area in there. It's gorgeous. Some dark clouds looming. You're gonna have to put some sleeves on soon. Coward. What? Okay. Alright, up we go. Here comes Steven. Across one of these Forester snow passes, or snow fields. We're almost there. Oh, you can see the actual trail way down there. Huh. Well, we made it up to Forester Pass. This is the highest pass on the JMT. It was not entirely without casualties. My trusty Costco trekking pole, one of them broke. I can't stand scrambling up these rocks, and that's when it happened. So could make the going up Whitney a little more difficult, but maybe I can find a stick to carry as an alternative. But I've loved you. Yeah, actually that might not be a bad idea. May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. You were good to me. Thank you. Well, here's a cool section of the trail going down Forester. Nice and steep. As you can see, it goes kind of straight down to oblivion. Hi, Steve. Here, I want to get a still image of you too. One sec. So we're maybe a mile and a half, probably a mile south of Forester Pass, and just another one of these lovely basins where you can see forever. and that's all I've got. But out there, kind of to the left, is the last valley we'll be walking through to Crabtree Meadow, Bighorn Plateau, and then off to the left, just out of view, will be Mount Whitney. And we'll try to give you a view of that as soon as we can. You'll also notice I'm walking without poles. This is very new and exciting. Stephen and I talked about possibly burning my poles tonight as a ceremoniously, but we'll see. Alright, love to all, and more soon. We're still coming down from Forester Pass. I think that mountain way out there is Whitney. If you can see it between those other two mountains. It's got like a little structure on top. But just wanted to get some more of this landscape over here. It's just, I love how open it is. I don't know, almost looks like another planet. Still heading that direction. Sorry, just can't take my eyes off it. More loveliness heading down from Forester to Tyndall Creek. I might have to frolic out here somewhere. So, after crossing Forester and heading down into the Tyndall Creek area down in that valley, we've now come up another, I don't know, 600-700 feet, maybe another mile, mile and a half, to an area called the Bighorn Plateau. And as you can see, the landscape is very, very different. It's really pretty up here though. The view of the mountains over there is awesome. Got a little bit of, looks like potential storm clouds rolling in, but so far we've stayed dry today, except for our feet, of course. Michael went down in there to fetch us some water, and I'm going to head down there in a minute myself, so we'll film more later. Bye. Now here's a place along the JMT that you hardly ever hear anyone talk about, which just goes to prove my my motto that people are stupid. This is the Bighorn Plateau. That's Mount Whitney out there, that highest mountain you can see. But you have 360-degree views with these, you know, meadow-like grasslands in the middle. It's like being in Mongolia. This is incredible. And there's no one here. We're so tempted to camp right here. But it's a little exposed and the clouds don't look so inviting, so we might go down just a little bit. Tomorrow's going to be a real short day for us. But wow, what a beautiful place. I just don't want to leave. This is incredible. Bighorn Plateau. So, we're up here at Bighorn Plateau, day 12. We came over Forester this morning, and then went down into Tyndall Creek and Valley, and then now up here to Bighorn Plateau, and it's freaking gorgeous. This little lake here, mountains in the background. There's Michael. There's Whitney. We're only about 14 miles from Whitney, so we're going to have a fairly easy day tomorrow getting set up for that final climb, but it is just amazing up here. A little windy, a little cold, but just you can see 360 views all the way around with the
the clouds and everything. All right, that's all for now.
All right, it is evening 11 of JMT 12 of John Muir Trail Confidential. And we're here with Steve Glore, aka Dusty Bottoms. Steven, tell us where we are, and you know how to do the rest.
We are. Oh, my name is
Dusty Bottoms.
We are at
38 years old.
Bighorn Plateau, which is about I don't know, maybe 2 miles up from what was that creek called?
Wallace.
Tyndall.
Tyndall.
From Tyndall Creek, the valley that we came to after we came down from Forester Pass. And it's beautiful up here, as you can see. We got Mount Whitney in the background.
Yep, it's right over your
where
right
we're gonna
shoulder.
be in about a day and a half. And so today, I would say my favorite thing about today, um, other than sort of achieving the final and highest pass on the John Muir Trail, Forester Pass at over 13,000 feet, was coming down out of Forester into that great sort of wide open valley, and the views are amazing. And then where we are right now is pretty awesome.
What's a favorite thing? What surprised you about today?
I feel like I keep talking about how I'm surprised by my feet, but I'm sorry, I am. So yesterday I was miserable. The second half of yesterday I felt like I just wanted to lay down and cry because my feet hurt so bad.
You had a cry
Today,
face.
and today we went about 14 miles, including obviously significant elevation gain to get up to the top of Forester and scrambling over rocks and stuff. And my feet held up pretty good, so I was really surprised and pleased with that. And I think sort of this area surprised me. I wasn't really prepared for this plateau. It's just sort of wide open, sweeping views in all directions. We filmed earlier. And then what I'm looking forward to most to tomorrow is having a relatively easy day. Probably put in about 10 miles to get us in position for Mount Whitney the next day.
Well, thank you very much, Dusty Bottoms, and we look forward to talking to you tomorrow night, which will be the last evening of JMT Confidential, quite possibly.
All right, take it easy. All right, we are here for JMT Confidential, episode 12, or something along those lines, with Mr. Darcy, also known as Michael Glore, age 40, birthday May 5th, 1977, Taurus. And so, Michael, what was your favorite part of today?
I think my favorite part of today would have to be, like you, probably coming down from Forester Pass, the highest pass along the trail. I love those north sides of those, or sorry, south sides of those passes with those big sweeping views. It looks very much like Alaska, and it just, your views go on forever.
Excellent.
Not literally, of course.
Sure. And what was the most surprising thing about today?
One of my toes broke.
Oh, yes.
Actually,
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it was a $30 set of trekking clothes, but I had on good advice and good review that they would last a long time. And they kind of did. Kind of put them through the ringer, but it's sad. It was surprising. Like, just, you ever hurt your back? It's like the weirdest move. Like, you don't think it's going to be that one thing. And we were coming up Forester Pass, and I just stuck it between a rock and the slightest movement of my wrist, and I could just hear it and see it.
Sorry, he treated you well.
It's sad, but fortunately that was the last major pass. But I do have to go up Mount Whitney with one or no course. And down, more importantly.
All right, well, what are you looking forward to most about tomorrow? Suck it down. Drown those sorrows.
What am I looking forward to most about tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I just asked you.
What am I looking for?
Yes.
Like, I think a nice easy day and getting up close to Whitney. It's another step closer to going home. I love it out here. I really do. Like being on this plateau. I didn't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but gosh, I really do look forward to seeing just decompressing a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Darcy. Those are some great answers, and we look forward to tomorrow with the final episode. And can you not drink all of the Jim Beam, please? That'd be great. All right.
So this is day 13. Nice meadow. We've come down the Bighorn Plateau. Got a little late start. Slept in a little bit. No reason why we couldn't. We have a very short day today, just 10 miles. But kind of bittersweet. This is our last full day on the John Muir Trail. Probably before noon tomorrow we'll be officially off it. Well, not really, but we'll be at the end of it. Yeah, we're just going to try to enjoy this and take it easy and have a nice day.
A nice day.
There's Steven being kind and relieving me of some of my water filtering duties, which I admittedly hate. This is Wright Creek. It's probably about 9:30 in the morning. We're going to get wet on this one. There's really no good, easy way to cross. And there's another creek up there as well. Thanks, Steve. So we're approaching the Crabtree, Ranger Station Crabtree Meadows, and you can start to see Mount Whitney loom up in the trees here. It's just about 8.5 miles away. We're gonna stop a few miles short this evening around Guitar Lake or above Guitar Lake and just have a nice long afternoon. Nice last evening here on the trail, but it's really amazing how quickly the landscape has changed. It's quite dry as we approach the east side of the mountains. A beauty all its own, but yeah, definitely a sense of finality approaching. It's kind of bittersweet. All right, more later. This is Timberline Lake. We'll see if it's appropriately named. I see trees above it. There's Stephen.
Hi.
That's Mount Whitney, right up there, and there's the ridge all the way along south. That will probably be climbing up tomorrow. I don't see any people on it. In fact, the summit's just out of view. But that big mountain is Whitney. So greeting from Timberline Lake. Well, here we are at Guitar Lake, a popular rest and or camp spot. You can see tents all around for people who are going up Whitney or just coming down, like we will tomorrow. Probably won't camp right here, maybe up that drainage a little bit, maybe up that way a little bit, because it's probably going to get crowded down here. But our plan is to leave bright and early tomorrow, like maybe 4, try to get up by 5 latest, get up that mountain sometime in the morning. Eh, doesn't look so bad. Right? Alright, let's get lunch.
Okay, so we are above Guitar Lake, which is way down there, but really crowded. So Michael and I hiked up, I don't know, what, a few hundred feet?
Yeah.
To get a more secluded spot. And this is what we found. There, cliffs. Saw. Anyways, it's a pretty little lake or large pond, whatever you want to call it. But we're not going to camp here. We're going to camp just a little bit. All right.
Okay, so we are above Guitar Lake. Just under 5 miles to go to the summit of Mount Whitney, which we will begin tomorrow morning. It's about 2:50 in the afternoon on day 13, and you can see Guitar Lake down there. Out of sight, there are probably about 12 tents already set up down there for people camping. So we decided to come up the mountain here a little bit, maybe, I don't know, quarter of a mile or so, a few hundred feet, so we could have some seclusion. So here is our tent, and up there is the backside of Mount Whitney, which we'll be climbing up tomorrow. But I think we'll actually be climbing over in that direction and then going up the other side. But it's very nice up here, as you can see. There's a creek running down there. There's another
small lake, large pond up there that we went up and looked at. And then farther up in that direction over there is a lake called Arctic Lake, which is a larger lake, but we didn't go all the way up there. You can actually see Michael, I think, in the distance right over there filtering some water. But it's really nice out. We had a pretty light day today, only went a little over 9 miles, but we'll be set up to get a bright and early start tomorrow, and it'll be our last day on the trail. Alright, so we'll film a little bit more later for JMT Confidential for our final one. Alright, bye-bye. Okay, here we are on night 13 above Guitar Lake. We're here with Mr. Darcy, Michael Glore, and this will be our final JMT Confidential, unless of course we do one tomorrow at the end. But this is the last one on the trail. And so we're going to start with the normal questions. Michael, first, what was your favorite part of the day today?
I guess my favorite part of today was just getting to Guitar Lake and knowing that right beneath this mountain, Mount Whitney, and that the last thing for us really to do is go up there and be down here. So
Right.
that was probably the most exciting.
Okay. And what surprised you the most today?
It was interesting to come to Crabtree and see a big Rubbermaid tote full of little bags for people to poop in when they go up Mount Whitney.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Alright. And what are you looking forward to most about tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm looking forward to as much as I want to say being on top of Mount Whitney, I'm looking forward to getting to Whitney Portal, the real end of the line, and knowing that I'll be able to see my family. So
Excellent.
Whitney will be number 2.
Alright. And for our last night, what 3 words would you use to describe your trip?
Relief. Feels like a relief, like I don't have to wonder anymore and worry anymore and fret about completing this trail. Gratitude. I just feel real grateful for being able to do this. Again, grateful for my family, but also grateful just that the opportunity exists.
Very good.
Lastly, let's see. Proud. I think we really cranked it out.
Very good.
There were times where I wondered before the trip, am I going to fall back in the same trap of just worrying and fretting and worrying about my family being lonely? I never really felt that at all.
Excellent. And last but not least, 3 words to describe your hiking partner, Mr. Dusty Bottoms.
I thought about this a little bit. The first one would have to be, I think, resilient. Whenever I think Dusty Bottoms had a couple injuries or concerns here and there, but man, he always got over them and so quick. And I think my second word would be I'm going to go with steadfast, because you were always going and you never stopped. And when I looked back, we're climbing a big hill, you were just always that same rock solid motion where inside you just feel like a clumsy mess. And third, I would just have to say humor. That about this trip. I think there were times where things could have gone a little sour or dark, or we could have gotten each other's nerves. And certainly one thing that was missing when I tried this myself was just having somewhere who gets me and I get their sense of humor, and it's always making me laugh. So thank you, Dusty Bottoms. Without you, I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. I love you.
Dusty Bottoms loves you too. Thank you very much, Mr. Darcy, Michael Glore. Alright, signing off for now.
Here we are with Dusty Bottoms above Guitar Lake, which is at the foot of Mount Whitney. As Dusty Bottoms said, this is night 13, possibly our last night on the John Muir Trail, and it's probably our last night doing John Muir Trail Confidential. So you know how it goes. What was your favorite thing about today?
I think my favorite thing about today was just having a relatively easy day. We went just under 10 miles.
you know, we had a couple of stretches where we had to do some climbing, but it wasn't nothing too bad. We were able to end early and just sort of hang out and relax, and that was my favorite part of it.
What surprised you? Anything about today?
Maybe how quickly it got so freaking cold
Yeah.
where we are right now. We were sweating our butts off in that tent earlier, trying to get a little bit of rest, and then out here the sun was just so bright on us, and it seems like the temperature dropped like 30 degrees in the next 30 minutes.
Sure
So
does.
that's the most surprising thing. And then for tomorrow, what I'm looking forward to the most, obviously, is getting to the end of the line, being able to say that I finished. There were certainly times when I didn't know if I would, mostly before the trip started. I think after the first couple of days, I was pretty confident, or knew that I was going to do everything I could to finish it. But you know, getting back to Whitney Portal and being able to you know, talk to family and knowing that we're going to see them soon, that's what I'm looking forward to most.
In 3 words for you, that would describe your experience on the John Muir Trail.
I guess the first one would be, I'm trying to think of different ones than Mr. Darcy. I guess it goes without saying, one would be unforgettable. I'll never forget this experience. It's obviously been one of the highlights of my life for sure. Number 2, I guess gorgeous. I mean, everywhere we've been, every single day, we've seen something completely new and different and beautiful in its own special way. And number 3, I guess I'll copy Mr. Darcy on this one. I'm proud. I'm very proud to have been able to do this, especially as it's my first real backpacking
It's crazy.
trip. To have gone, by the time we're done, about 202 miles in really 13 days of hiking, because we had that one off day where we did resupply at Independence. So I guess proud would be the third one.
Excellent. And lastly, your wonderful hiking partner,
Yes, absolutely.
Mr. Darcy. 3 words to describe him.
Okay, so I got a couple, 3 different ones too. I guess one would be
Sexy.
Well, sexy without saying.
Yeah.
Prepared. We put together all of our meals and food for the entire trip, and had the first aid kit, and had everything that we might need, and just, you know, had studied the maps, and I guess was just really, really prepared, which was obviously helpful to me. The second one would be, I'll say, reassuring. You know, there were some times, especially the first day or so, where I was, you know, not really loving it. Just, you know, tired, aching feet. Oh my God, there's so much elevation, and Mr. Darcy, Michael, really kept on reassuring me, and, you know, just making me feel, you know, comfortable in that, knowing that I could do it. So reassuring would be 2, and then I guess number 3, I won't say humor, because that sort of goes without saying, and he already said that. Leader. So he's definitely the leader of this trip, from the planning to most of the time hiking. Most of the time when we went over, you know, snow or a sketchy area, he was always the first one to go and sort of lead the way, or you know, show me the tracks of, you know, where I should, you know, most of the time be placing my feet, except for the time I fell on a snow bridge and thought I was going to die. But
And I felt many times too. So.
But yeah, so I think the last one would be leader. Definitely the leader of the trip, and couldn't have done it without him. So thank you very much,
Yes.
Mr. Darcy. I love you, and could have done it without
Good job, brother. All right.
Now
Well,
let's hope we actually both finish and get to the top of Whitney.
we're actually going to try to wake up really early, like 2, 3, or 4, and get up there bright and early. You know, it's a steep climb, and then it's almost 10 miles back down. So
It's actually more. I think it's 10
it's really, well, wish us luck. So
Thank
good night,
you.
everyone.
Good night.